Hi, this is Rebecca Chang for bizmom.com. Let me introduce an entrepreneur who has made information technology his right into the world of business, Mr. Stephen Chan. He is the ACCE winner of 2011 Most Innovative Award for his company, Dapasoft Inc. First of all, Mr. Chan, thank you very much for taking this interview.
Thank you, Rebecca.
Thank you. Mr. Chan here has a very successful company called Dapasoft Inc. And it's very varied range of technologies involved in this, and he has a huge success. Today, Mr. Chan here will be explaining how he had to overcome a lot of his personal growth challenges in order for him to achieve the success that he has. So I will begin by asking Mr. Chan, on the level of your personal growth, for you to reach and find Dapasoft Inc., the formation of it, how was it for you?
It's actually a long journey. I came to Canada early when I was young. I went to university, and then I got a job, and I was a computer graduate from Waterloo, so I've been always in computer technology. After working in the industry for about 15 years, an opportunity came. It's 1997, I still remember, and a friend of mine came with a special project, and so I have to form my own company. And that's how it happened. So it's very opportunistic. I don't know if I have a vision of what's going on, but as I form this company, I start to see opportunity. I start to be a little bit more entrepreneur, etc., etc. So today we are an IT consulting group based in Toronto. We have 85 professionals. I venture to say they're the best in Canada today. And so what's the edge of this company? Number one, it's very knowledge-based, it's very technology-based. So we have the strongest and the best technology when it comes to software development. Second, it's about building a strong team. So again, I can't emphasize more, I have a very, very good team. As we start doing software development, we are very focused today into three major areas. One is, the number one focus is healthcare IT. Second one is we do a lot of government work, and we do a lot of pharmaceutical. We also do a lot of steel manufacturing. On top of that, we actually have a few sister companies that are that we invested in, and they're all IT related and very, very successful. So two things that are very key to our future, or as we progress for 14 years. One is to establish a competitive advantage. So we look at all the field that we work on and try to find out where we can excel. So we find a blue ocean, we find strength in a certain area. Healthcare integration is really one of our core strengths, for one. The second major challenge is how to build a brand. And you're small and you just start a company, nobody knows who you are. So how do you get recognized? How do you establish yourself? So today, at least we are very well known in a certain domain. In fact, I venture to say it's a global branding.
That's excellent. So how has this, your personal perseverance and determination, all I guess is contributed to your success, correct?
Well, it's actually the other way around. It's actually the business that actually helped my personal development. So I can name a few personal changes that I went through because of my business experience. One is how to run a business. I can tell you, I guarantee you, it's not about your intelligence. It's about how you get punished. Mm-hmm. Right? Understanding a business is way beyond intelligent and smart. I'll give you a few examples. In order to run a business well, you have to learn how to deal with your customer. You have to learn how to deal with your employees. You have to learn how to deal with the government, the rules and regulations running a business, financial arrangement. How do you deal with the banks? How do you do budget and planning? How do you do contract negotiation? How do you deal with today's health and safety regulations? Now, all these are inhuman. They're not natural. They're something that you acquire as you learn. So after 14 years of doing this, it helps your development for sure. I always said, Steve Jobs had always said too, the #1 ingredient of a successful entrepreneur is perseverance. So you have to learn how to deal with the ups and downs of business. Like 14 years in business, I assure you, there's difficult time, there's good time, and all that. So you have to know how to weather the storm. It's also about value, it's about integrity, it's about ethics. So that is very, very key. And you have to understand your own value when you run a business. So in our case, that is one of our focus. That's how you build trust with your customer. So that's important. Last but not least is your personal life. How do you find a balance in your personal life? Now that one, I would be a lousy teacher for you because I don't think I find that one. So the best I can say is at least I recognize I have lost my personal balance. I spend too much time on my business. At least I recognize it, so I actually intend to change it in the years to come.
So what kind of advice would you give to a new entrepreneur when they are beginning to achieve their success, like on the personal development side? If an advice you can give or two, what would you say to them?
Be ready. I don't think there's better word than that. It's not an easy journey. It's not an easy trip. So be ready for it. Understanding what you're going into. Understand if you are prepared for it, both mentally, both financially, and strategically. So if you're not prepared, don't take that journey. It has a lot of advantages. I mean, being an employee, being an employer have a lot of advantages. It gives you a lot of freedom. It gives you a chance to open up. If you're young, maybe it's good to take some chances and learn something, but be prepared for the failure as well as the success.
Thank you. Thank you. This is Rebecca Chang with Mr. Stephen Chen talking about the journey of his personal growth, that he had to overcome challenges in order for him to achieve his success. Thank you. Thank you, Mr. Chen.